we are going travelling kind of northish again. So I think just before this one, I had a bit of a revelation, and that was that I didn't have long COVID anymore. And I think I think I'd been kind of sitting on this one because I didn't want to jinx it. And then it finally just kind of hit me one day where I thought, I'm not sick anymore. I don't think I have long COVID anymore, but I'm not fully recovered. I'm kind of in this, I kind of created this liminal space for me in between. And I think that kind of allowed me to move out of being ill and to start gently pushing boundaries in a way that I didn't feel like I could before. And I think, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't still right. And, I still had a hell of a lot of trauma stuff that I was working through. I still didn't feel like I was completely in control of my body. I was really quite crippled by anxiety still about a lot of stuff, about, things going wrong, about, am I really doing this much better? It wouldn't take very much to push me back over the edge. Fears around reinfection, just so much stuff. And I just thought, I definitely can't say that I'm recovered, but I also don't think I can call myself sick. So that's kind of where I was. And that gave me the confidence at that point to go away for a weekend on my own. Well, not literally on my own, but my partner was away and I had a friend who was doing a load of walking and, a big trek. And I thought, when she told me about it initially, I was just like, great, well, that sounds brilliant, but I'm not going to be able to do any of that, and I'm going to have to watch her post on Facebook every day about how wonderful a time she's having, and isn't this just a bit crap? But then by the time she actually started doing it, I was doing so much better. So by the time we got to this weekend, my partner was off, and I was like, I could go and join her for some bits of this. So I did. So I headed off with my tent and had an absolutely wonderful time. She was doing much bigger walks than I was, but I was kind of driving around and then doing a bit of the walk with them and then going back to my car and, just kind of making it work for me. And this gave me a huge amount of confidence, partly because I'd been off on my own. Without my partner for support, but also because I was able to do some of these things. I was being very careful not to kind of push myself too much. I was walking slowly, I was taking lots of breaks, and of course I was swimming in all the cold water because that always makes me feel so much better. And I just had such a wonderful time, and it really made me start to feel like myself again, which was so wonderful. Anyway, the loch we're visiting today is Loch Stack, and that is a loch, it's kind of not anywhere near anywhere, which is kind of the beauty of the sort of far northwest, and it's right by the road, but it is underneath the most spectacular hill, so you're just kind of swimming around going, wow. So it's a very, very cool place, and we ended up actually camping next to it. And it was just really lovely because my friend and I were just, I think, her other friends had gone to bed, and her and I just sat out by this loch as it got dark, and I think she was having a couple of beers and I was sitting there with my cup of tea, and it was, I was out in nature. I was me again, even though I was kind of not quite back to me. I really felt like I was kind of, I emerged that weekend in a way that I hadn't been for a long time. And, yes, I was very tired afterwards, but not really more tired than I should have been given what I did. So I think, it was kind of a pivotal moment, I think, for me. Anyway, so this was that Loch Stack.